Hello everyone, welcome to Hari's Success Point. Today in our video we will discuss a new lesson, breathing and gaseous exchange, that is 16th lesson of 11th class biology. All biological functions require energy. This energy is obtained in the form of ATP from cellular respiration. So during the time of cellular respiration, that is mainly through glycolysis and the Krebs cycle, ATP is produced. This process occurs in the cell with the help of oxygen. That's why most of the organisms depend upon oxygen to break down nutrient molecules like glucose and derive energy to perform various activities. During the process of cellular respiration, nutrient molecules are broken down into simple molecules, for example water, carbon dioxide, etc. As a result, energy is released. This energy is stored in the form of ATP or adenosine triphosphate. So, the energy released during the breakdown of glucose or any other molecules are trapped in the bonds of the ATP. At the same time, harmful substances like carbon dioxide is also formed in the cell. It has to be removed from the body, otherwise it is very harmful to the body. This process of exchange of oxygen from the atmosphere with carbon dioxide produced by the cell is called breathing, which is commonly known as respiration. So, breathing and respiration are two aspects. Breathing is the normal exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the cells, whereas respiration, it is the cellular process or it is a metabolic process which results in the generation of energy currency or ATP. Then we are going to see various respiratory organs in animals. As you all know, respiratory organs vary greatly among animals. The process of breathing and exchange of gases vary greatly among animals. Lower invertebrates like sponges, coeluroids, flatworms, etc. exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide by simple diffusion over the body surface. Animals like earthworms, which live in the moist soil, use their skin to absorb oxygen from air and remove carbon dioxide. So, the respiratory organ in the earthworm is the skin. In insects like grasshopper, cockroach, housefly and mosquito, the tiny holes called spiracles on their body and the air tubes called trachea are the respiratory organs. Among insects, respiratory organs like book gills and book lungs are also seen. The aquatic animals like fish, prawns and mussels have gills as the respiratory organs which extract oxygen dissolved in water and take away carbon dioxide from the body. The respiratory organ of the land animals such as humans, birds, lizard, dog and frog, etc. are the lungs. So they have a well defined respiratory system. However, frogs breathe both by lungs and skin. They are able to breathe through lungs when they are on land, and they can breathe with the help of skin when they are in water. So pulmonary respiration and cutaneous respiration are possible in frogs. Now we will see the human respiratory system in detail. The human gas exchanging organ, the lung, is located in the thorax where its delicate tissues are protected by the bony and muscular thoracic cage or the rib cage. The lung provides the tissues of the human body with a continuous flow of oxygen and clears the blood of the gaseous waste product, that is carbon dioxide. Atmospheric air is pumped in and out regularly through a system of pipes called conducting airways. Respiratory system is divided into two main components. They are upper respiratory tract and the lower respiratory tract. Upper respiratory tract is formed of nose, pharynx and larynx. Inside the nose, the sticky mucous membrane lining the nasal cavity traps Dust particles and tiny hairs called cilia help to move them to the nose to be sneezed or blown out. Both food and air passes through the pharynx before reaching their appropriate destination. The initial part of the pharynx is the nasopharynx, and it is the common passage for food and air. Nasopharynx opens through glottis of the larynx region into the trachea. Larynx is a cartilaginous box which helps in sound production. It plays an important role in speech. During swallowing, glottis can be covered by a thin elastic cartilaginous flap called epiglottis to prevent the entry of food into the larynx. Since larynx actively participate in production of sound, it is also called sound box. The lower respiratory tract is composed of trachea, the lungs, and all segments of the bronchial tree. The organs of the lower respiratory tract are located inside the chest cavity. Trachea is a straight tube extending up to the mid-thoracic cavity, which divides at the level of fifth thoracic vertebra into a right and left pulmonary bronchi. Trachea is the main airway to the lungs. Together, the lungs form one of the body's largest organs. They are responsible for providing oxygen to capillaries and exhaling carbon dioxide. The bronchi branch from the trachea into each lung and create the network of intricate passages that supply the lungs with air, and they terminate as bronchioles. Bronchioles end up in a number of very thin, irregular, walled and vascularized bag-like structures called alveoli. The branched network of bronchi, bronchioles and alveoli form the lungs. The diaphragm is the main respiratory muscle that contracts and relaxes to allow the air into the lungs. During the time of exhalation, the diaphragm relaxes and pushes the lung upwards, making the expulsion of carbon dioxide easy. And during the time of inhalation, the diaphragm contracts and pulls the lungs downwards, which increases the lung volume, and as a result, air rushes into the lungs, and thus it enhances the process or helps in the process of breathing. The lungs is covered by a membrane called pleura. It is a double layered membrane, and in between the membrane there is a small space filled with this pleural fluid, and this fluid helps to prevent various mechanical shocks from reaching the lungs. The rib cage and the pleural membrane protects the lungs from external mechanical pressure.